Okay, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Look, she finally came! Oh my god! We have been waiting almost half a year for this figure. Almost a year! She was meant to come out in September last year. Look, she's finally here! Oh my god. I am so excited to open this up. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you waiting. Let's get straight into looking at this figure. Hello everyone and welcome back to another anime figure opening video today. Today we are opening up the much anticipated Nanachi figure that was supposed to be released last year, but it got postponed and finally released in May. So yeah, we've been waiting for this figure for quite a while, but she finally arrived and oh, I am so happy that she's finally here. Before I get into this, I do want to apologize for this layout in the background. I've tried to set something up here so that we can do this nicely, but it's still kind of tough, especially the fact that this box is massive. It is huge. I mean, let me compare it to another anime figure really quickly. For example, this is a prize Miku figure that we still haven't opened yet. This is about a third of the size of this box here. So yeah, this is pretty huge. But anyway, let's take a look at this box. So up here in the top left corner, we have the anime title, Made in Abyss. If you haven't watched this, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful and it's creepy and it's just all sorts of amazing. So please do watch it if you haven't. This is going to be tough to do. In the other corner, we do have our official Kadokawa sticker here to show that this is an official product licensed by Kadokawa. Please do check for this when you're buying figures, just so you know that it is licensed and it's not a fake knockoff. So, these used to be holographic, but now they're just plain white. Down in the bottom left corner, we have this beautiful picture of our Nanachi. And then over here, we just have Nanachi's name with our Gankimasu Tsuri. So this is fishing. Tsuri is the fish, yes. So Gankimasu must be the fish. You can see down there, hello! And also this is Q's model, AQ's model. So please do check out their website. They are the people that made this and kept delaying it, but hey, we got here in the end. And then of course we have our Nanachi inside. This is awesome. Oh, I can't wait. Ugh. But anyway, that is the front. On this side over here, we just have a nice doodle from Nanachi, and she's even signed it saying Nanachi, which is pretty cool. And again, the same information that we saw on the other side. If we go over to this side, we have a beautiful picture of Nanachi here. Again, we have the same logo up here and the same logo over here. But this is stunning. It's so photorealistic. It's unbelievable. Oh. And then on the back, we have... Sorry, I'm making a lot of stress noises. These are quite heavy. Not gonna lie. We just have a full image of Nanachi here with her fishing rod, the fish, and this gorgeous looking stand here. Again, with the same kind of material notes that we saw on the other side, the material it's made of, and again, our quesQ. I will show you the bottom quickly, just so we can have a quick look. We have some Japanese safety information, again, choking hazards and so on. There is also another sticker here, which is a little bit more holographic. They do recommend that you are over 15 years and up to have this, probably because of sharp objects. But yeah, just a lot of safety information there. And then on the top, we just have the same old information that we've seen all over this box, just with another window. So, let's open her up. Oh, be gentle this time. Okay, in with our knife, and this is going to be really, really difficult. We have 3 very big pieces of tape here, so we're going to cut these very, very carefully. These seams here. Because I really don't want to damage this box. Might have to come around the side here of the camera. Put this down now. And open her up. Oh, I'm so excited. As I say, I've been waiting so long for this, and I'm sure you guys have been too. So, yeah, let's take this gently. How do I do this? How about we put this down like that, and we slide this out. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wow. Look at you. Oh, you are stunning. stunning. Now we did just have some instructions fall down there, so we'll check those in a second. I believe it's how to put this all together. But holy hell. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Okay, this is going to be pretty tough to unpack. I can see there's already some cable ties over here that I'm going to have to unpackage. So this is going to be a process in itself. Let me get this all unpackaged and then we'll have a nice look together. 1 second. Oh, there's so much tape. There's a bit, and there's a bit. Usually I don't record this part, but I thought I'd record it just so we can go through this together. Because there is no instruction on how to open this up. See a problem there. Okay. How about more tape? It's like a book. Okay, this must be her fishing line or something. Put that down over here. Wow, there's so many pages to this book. Alright, we will get to this, I promise. This is still opening. Okay, time to organize. Okay, so unboxing this took about 10 minutes. What you just saw was probably a very small cut of that. And there are 3 main pieces to this. Usually I would show you the stand and do that kind of pop animation and get it to come up, but this time we're going to have to do things very, very differently. First off, we got given a fishing line. This is to go into the fishing rod itself. So we will do that in a moment. We also got a gorgeous stand, and we're going to go into great detail with this in a moment. And we also got the figure herself. And let me be honest with you guys, this might be one of the longest videos we've made because there is so much detail. There is so much for me to go into here. So we're going to put her to one side. We are also going to put this line to one side. We're going to take a look at the stand. And here is our stand. And I have never seen a stand this detailed or this pretty in my life. We have about 200 figures on this shelf. And as some people have been commenting recently, yes, they are prize figures. Get over it. But actually buying a figure like this that is absolutely stunning. I mean, you expect this kind of quality. So what we'll do, we'll take this in a few steps. We'll go through fish, water, and land, so we can just take a look at everything in detail. So let's kick things off by taking a look at this flying fish. And as you can see, the attention to detail here is impeccable. Oh my god, just even the spines on this fish is wonderful. The fins are all beautifully detailed here, even on the tail here, there's a lot going on there. There's the other side over here. I'm being really careful not to drop this. You can see there's a nice splash effect. We'll come to that in a moment. But even on the face over here, you can see the eyes have a wonderful detail to them. There's a top kind of bill or horn, whatever you want to call this. And then there is actually something in its mouth. And what this is the maggot that would have been on Nanachi's fishing lure. It's kind of gross, but at the same time, the fact that it's there is just another level of detail that we do not get with our prize figures. This is stunning. Inside is just beautiful. Underneath there's even this little bit here. Really, a lot of love has gone into this, and I can kind of understand why they would have delayed it if it wasn't perfect. God, we've only started with the fish and we're already complimenting this as the best figure ever. Oh, what a beautiful fish. Anyway, that's the fish. Moving a bit further down, you will also see that we have this beautiful water splash effect. Now, we've had a lot of Miku figures before that have had this frosted kind of colour change over the hair. This time we have a nice kind of clear plastic on this figure's base. And look at that, it actually looks like water, like it's flowing. And I love this effect where it's as if the fish is coming out of the water that's being pulled out. This goes all the way around to the back here. I mean, look how stunningly pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. So nice. And the part of the stand that has the most amount of detail on it, and I know, I've just talked about this saying that this is beautiful detail. I mean, look at that. The foliage there. Oh. Wow, that was a strange noise from me, sorry about that. But just the amount of detail, the texture that's going on here, there's so much going on. Even these little plants that are coming out at the back. It's beautiful. There's so many layers to this that there's just so much to take in. I cannot go into all of the detail in this video. I will want to highlight as well that there is this metal point sticking out. This will go into the foot of Nanachi, and the fact that it's metal shows that it is extra strength, so it will not move, it will not fall. I mean, that's just amazing. So quite impressed with that. If we go around to the back as well, you can see that there is also this rock face that has been nicely detailed going all the way around the outside. So again, that's very, very pretty. And again, the painting here is stunning. Look at that, it's so pretty. My goodness. God, I love this. And then at the bottom, we can see that there is a little bit of Japanese text there. It says 2017, what's that? Tsukushi Akihito. That could be the name of the person who actually made this. If it is, I will leave a little bit of a comment here. I haven't checked that, I'm sorry about that. And then we have our Made in Abyss over here, made in China. But what I like about this base is it is actually clear, so they can show you how they've made it together. So it looks like it was split into two halves. This half would have been developed by one part, because it's a different kind of plastic, and then this half would have been made by, again, another machine, different plastic. But we can also see that there is extra support at the bottom where this stand metal part has a bit of a cross going underneath it, so that should stop it from coming out the other side. It doesn't move around at all, so it's nice and solid in there. But yes, what a stunning stand. Okay, I don't want to put you down, but I really should put you down and get into the main figure, so let's do that. Carefully. And now for the Nanachi figure herself, and yeah, what can I say? I mean, I may look a bit shaky because I honestly cannot explain how excited I am to finally have got this figure. Just look at that. Just a quick overview of how beautiful this is. What a beautiful figure. Now, we're not going to put in the fishing line yet because the fishing line does actually go through many hoops on this rod, because it also goes into the stand, into the fish's mouth. And I don't want that dangling about while we're trying to review separate parts of this figure. So we'll do that at the end. But for now, let's kick things off with her face. So, as you can see, she has these beautiful green and yellow eyes here. These are beautiful and an exact copy of what you would have seen in the anime. They have these beautiful black circles inside of them, which kind of adds to her crazy. And there is also this tiny little white dot just to add a little bit of shine. So know that that is not the terrible lighting in here. That is actually a part that they made on purpose. You can also see that her nose sticks out a fair bit, and I always point this out just to see how far it goes. This time it comes out with more of a snout because she is a creature of some sort, so that is pretty cool. And then her mouth as well has a beautiful amount of detail to it. Her tongue goes down in a few different shades of colour, and she has a top layer of teeth there, which is very pretty. You can also see that she has some whiskers coming out on the side here. These are stuck with a bit of blusher there and coming out, so there's two there and two over here. And she also has this beautiful fringe, and again they've gone with this nice kind of fade effect where it's lighter in the middle and a bit darker at the ends and the top. All of these strands, again, they separately come out, so that's very, very pretty. Oh god, that's so beautiful. We can also see that some of her hair comes out into two strands, one at the side over here and then one underneath here, which goes all the way down. And on these strands of hair, again, they are beautiful. They are nicely separately molded, but they also have these kind of gold buckles. So these are also very, very pretty. I'll show you this one because it's a bit easier to see. So we've got this beautiful golden buckle. But that is her face. Moving up the body a little bit more, I want to have a quick focus on her hat, because her hat and her beautiful rabbit ears are... I don't know how to say. They're stunning. You're just going to hear the word stunning and beautiful come a million times in this opening. But her hat has this beautiful turquoisey green colour with some beautiful fade to it, going all the way into this nice red front. So this gives a nice kind of pinkish colour on the front part of her cap. This is also the same on the side over here, where she has two kind of points coming off of her hat. And between here we also have this beautiful textured part where there's two blue gems. These are very, very pretty, and I love that kind of ancient looking kind of pattern there. because this can also be seen on the other side over here where we have this same kind of pattern. We also have these stunning rabbit ears, and just look at these. Not just the fluff and the detail and the colouring, the texture is outstanding. I mean, it's very, very pretty. But they even put some floof inside of her ear. Just look how realistic that looks. That's so good. And it's exactly the same over here too, which is very, very pretty. So they've kept that consistency on both ears. Very nice. I'll give you a quick view from behind so you can also see. She also has this kind of guarded layer going down below her hat here. It's just a bit of a flat surface there. These look like they are made of wood and would be used as a defense mechanism, so that's also pretty cool. We can also see that these are actually two big horns that come out, so it actually does continue down as a horn. You can actually see a little bit more detail here that I didn't really catch at first. These parts here actually go down into these two horns that come out at the sides. There's one there and there's one here. You only really realize it at the front because, at the back, sorry. Because from the front, there's so much other stuff to kind of take in. Whoa, don't you dare drop this. So you can see that this is probably made from some creature that she has killed down in the abyss. Of course, for her survival. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful hat. And we can also see that there is this lovely fluffy pattern going all the way down the back. This again is probably from the beast that she has killed to make this hat. Again, there's another layer of wood underneath this, so top and bottom. And now I think about it, this could actually be scales of a creature, so who knows? But this is also very, very pretty, and there is just so much detail. I'll just give a quick kind of look over that. Look at that. Oh, wow, look how pretty this is. Okay, but that is her top half. Let's start to move down her body. Moving down her body, as you can see, she has very beast-like features. She has big arms here with a bit of a paw going inside there. You can kind of see her paw a little bit better here, which is holding onto the fishing rod, like some of her claws are coming out. This one, the claws are actually closed in a grip like this, holding onto the fishing spool, or the reel, sorry, so that's actually really, really cool. You can also see that her stomach here is flat. There's not really much going on there. It's just a flat surface. And you can also see like there's a little dip there where her navel would be, so going further down there. On the back, unfortunately, we cannot show you, but there is also like a little bit of a ponytail inside there. We can't take the top off, so we're not going to do that. And if I had to highlight any small problem with this figure, you can see there is a connecting point here where the arm has been connected to the body. That's just a part of the manufacturing process. It's not something that can be helped. If it can be helped, it means it's been sculpted from nothing, so you'd be very lucky to get something like that. But it's such a minute detail that you don't even see it when it's out at a distance anyway. So yeah, if I had a small qualm, that would be it. And I'm really pushing it to get that much. But moving down her body as well, again, even further, moving to her feet, and I'm trying to be really careful here because this is top heavy. Holding it like this there's a high possibility of dropping it. We can see that she's got this very beautiful pink and red kind of folded apron. This probably folds up to keep her warm, although she does have fur to keep her warm, if it's cold down in the abyss. This goes around the back too. Again, we can't see too much there. You can see that she has a beautiful tail that comes out like this, and again, this has that nice furry pattern that we have seen further up her body. So that's also very, very pretty. And that curves in quite nicely into the body. She also has this purple pocket here on one side, and oh, actually she does have one on the other side. I'm glad I checked because it does look like there was. And then her kind of parachute pants, or what would you call these? I don't know. You see a lot of kind of rappers wearing these, or going back probably like 20-30 years, a lot of the cool kids would wear this. But anyway, I don't know what you'd call these. But these have a beautiful, again, not texture, they have a beautiful kind of faded colour to them with this green and blue colour. And then we have this red on the back, again with this beautiful fading. It's just so pretty, look at that. Whew. And just to get a bit of a better close-up, you can actually see that there is also this kind of stitched looking pattern going around the outside. So it's as if she has stitched this bottom red half onto the top of this. Again, probably for extra comfort, or maybe there's not enough material, who knows. But it's just those small little details that make figures like this well worth buying. So yeah, it's very, very pretty. And again, we have these folds. I mean, On a price figure, you're lucky to get those kinds of folds. On an expensive figure like this, and again, this was 16,000 yen. I'll explain that later. You'd expect that kind of level of detail, so that's very pretty. But this ends on a nice kind of pink end at the feet here, and then her paws, I won't say feet, they have these beautiful 4 toes coming out with a little paw part in the middle there, a bit like my cat would have. And that's exactly the same over on this side. So yeah, that's pretty much the Nanachi. We have missed one important part though, and that is the fishing rod. And to do that, I feel like I should put in the fishing line. So let's do that first. Okay, so this might be quite tough to do, but we'll try. So here is 1. So that goes through like so. And then if we go to the next one, because I'm trying to do this with one hand. There's 2. Oh, no, come on. It's 2. Okay, good. We got 2. And now this is wrapping around my tripod, so it's even harder. And then let's see if we can thread this through number 3. Good, we got 3. And here we've got 4. And where do we go from here? 5 has to go into something. Okay, you can't really see it, but there is this tiny little hole there on the spool, on the reel, so we have to put it into there. And there we go. We have a very kind of wobbly fishing line. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this fishing rod. So again, as you would expect, there is a ton of beautiful detail that's gone into this fishing rod. So a lot of love and care has gone into this. You can see there is a beautiful handle down here, and we saw that when she was holding over here. We can also see, if the lighting might catch it, there is also the reel over there. So that's pretty nice. And again, that's got some wonderful detail to it too. We also have this spool or this line of fishing rod. I haven't been fishing for a while. This is the spool, I believe. It's been a little while. But again, look at that detail. This is so pretty. And I have a feeling she must have made something like this, because down in the abyss, you're kind of limited to what you can make. But again, there's also this nice little grip up here. And then we have all of these little hooks or holes to go through to keep the fishing rod, and keep the line in tact, I suppose. And then we have this beautiful part coming out here. So this must have been a very strong twig or stick that she has got off of a tree, because it still has a little bit going on there. So there, we have that there. And then we also have the line that's gone through all of these little spools here. So these are very pretty too. And it's very hard to keep the focus here, but this line goes all the way down to this lure. And this lure also has a little bit of detail to it. It's a nice kind of orange color, looks like some kind of fish. Who knows? But this part down here actually goes into the fish's mouth down there. So I feel it's time to get her in her stand. 1 second. Now usually I would do this off camera, but I kind of want to show you because it's kind of different. We have that metal part there, and we also have a hole in that foot there. So we're going to try and put her in like so, and hope that we get the right angle. We missed completely there. Let's try that again. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to do it off screen, because I just don't want to go wasting too much time. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do it off screen. 1 second. Okay, not going to lie, that took forever to get her foot in the stand. I spent probably about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes off camera trying to do that, and I was starting to get really stressed with it. But finally, we got her in, and she is not coming out, so you are staying like this forever. But look at that, that's so pretty. Oh! The final thing we need to do is to put this line into the fish's mouth. And to do this, we have to put it onto the end of this hook here. Now, I'm not too sure exactly how that's going to go in, so maybe we just put it in here like so. Okay, and there you go, it is inside. There isn't actually a hole for it, which is interesting. They just say to put it behind this on the instructions. So it's in there now. But what a stunning figure! This has rocketed up as my favourite figure of all time, pretty much. This is so beautiful. And the fact that there's been so much build-up to actually get this figure has helped massively with my actual appreciation of this. But what a beautiful, beautiful figure. Okay, so I have gone on for quite a long time now. This is probably going to be quite a long video. So let's have a few beautiful shots of this figure. So let's take a look. Okay, and let's put you on the shelf. And the shelf is basically next to us. It is right here. So we're going to put her up here. We've made some space for her. And look at that. Oh my god, yeah, I'm lost for words. That shows how pretty this figure is. Yeah, I really am so happy to have this. Now, we don't usually get these kind of expensive figures, and I have been thinking recently about possibly getting some more. But if I do, is there any figures that you want to see? Because I'm not going to go spending a ton of money on something that might not be the greatest, but for things like this is absolutely beautiful. I mean, just look at that stand again, look at the fish, I mean, just look how pretty you are. And then there's Megumin in the background like, But anyway, thank you all so much for tuning into today's video, and thank you all for sticking with me with this. As you saw, this was meant to come out many times before. I even showed it in a highlight reel for kind of like next year or this year, whatever, before everything kicked off. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you all coming back. Love you all, and I will see you in the next anime figure opening coming very soon. Okay, bye!